Hey, what's up everybody, I'm EscoBlades back with another video for you on my second channel. This time I'm playing some Medal of Honor Warfighter multiplayer beta. It's an open beta and it's exclusive to the Xbox 360 at the moment, so sorry PS3 peeps. Yeah, it came out yesterday, which was the 5th of October, Friday, whenever you're watching this anyway, but yeah, it came out, and it's on the Xbox Live dashboard marketplace, so you can easily just search for that and download it and try it out yourself. It comes in at 1.6 gigabytes, I believe, so shouldn't take you too long if you've got a decent connection. But yeah, I decided to try this out because, you know, got to try it out and have a balanced opinion, especially having played some Black Ops 2 at Eurogamer recently, and you know, seeming to really enjoy that. So I thought might as well look at the other big shooter and give myself a bit of a balanced view. So the way I'm going to approach this is I'm going to tell you based on my first impressions, and this game that I recorded was actually the first game I played, if I'm not mistaken. It got progressively better in terms of the score and what I was doing. You know, I kind of knew what was going on. So, you know, apologies that this isn't the greatest game, but, you know, it's just the first impressions and stuff, and I feel like I might as well upload the first game that I played. So, yeah, I'm going to give you what I thought were the good points and what I thought were the bad points of the beta or demo or marketing tool, whatever you want to call it, right? So, let's start off with so Team EA, look at it, Team EA, which is sort of like DICE and Danger Close, I guess. So on Battlefield side and Medal of Honor, their shooters are really geared towards teamwork, right? That's the one thing that they excel at. And this is no different. I think this game really sort of pushes you to work as a team, and mainly because when you start off, you're split into fire teams as part of your whole squad, right? So you're split into fire teams of usually 2, or at least there were 2 in this game mode that we were playing, and so you and a buddy, and the buddy system works really well because, you know, any buddy actions that you do will gain both of you points, right? So if your buddy kills somebody or saves you or avenges you or something like that, you guys both get the points. If you perform buddy actions like, I don't know, replenishing their ammo, or, you know, topping up their health or something like that, you gain points for that as well. So it really encourages teamwork. I mean, in an ideal situation, you'll be moving together as fire teams of 2 around the map, supporting each other, you know, and stuff like that. So that's, you know, that's one thing that they've always excelled at. You know, you can spot targets like you can in Battlefield as well. It didn't work with the select button, but if you've got eyes on the target, and say for instance they start putting shots down range and stuff, obviously the shots by virtue of them firing, they appear on the mini-map, but like an outline, a little red outline will show around them for a few seconds as well, so members of your team, or at least your fire team, can see them. So at least you're aware of the fact that, oh, one of my teams are under fire or in trouble and stuff, I should probably go and help. The choice of support actions that you get, so as you get kill streaks or point streaks, I never quite determined whether it was kill streaks or point streaks. As after a certain amount of kills, I got the chance to pick some support actions. These range from, you know, UAV jammers to area jammers to mortar strikes to Apache helicopters. It really depends. You can select that as part of your loadout. You know, in the settings when you're picking your character. As part of the beta, you were limited to what you were given, but I guess in the full game you'll get a bit more of a choice. But you get a choice of 2 support actions at each tier of those, so that's really good because one tends to be offensive and the other one tends to be defensive. So for instance, sometimes you'll get either an area sweep, so sort of like a UAV, or you'll get a smoke screen instead of a mortar strike, which is really good because if you're in a defensive position and you're trying to take an objective or something, the UAV might not necessarily be of any use to you, or the mortar strike for instance, whereas the smoke screen might, because you can at least cover your tracks while you're trying to take the objective. So I like the fact that there was a choice of support actions at the various tiers. That was really good. And as always with things like this, objectives gain more points than kills. I mean, you're going to notice that if you perform objectives, if you're performing support actions for your team, if you're helping the team, you're going to gain more points than if you were just trying to be a slayer, right? On the negative side, the guns felt really weightless. Like, you know, the force feedback seems to be a bit delayed for some reason, but like the guns felt really weightless. It didn't feel, it's hard to explain, but I didn't feel like, you know, the feedback I was getting from the controller made me feel like I was holding an actual weapon. You know, some shooters give you that force feedback and it makes the gun feel really meaty and, you know, have substance. And this, it felt really, every sort of weapon. I mean, I tried with an SMG, I tried with an assault rifle, and even a sniper rifle, and they all sort of felt the same. It just, yeah. So I didn't particularly like that. I don't know if you can notice, and even with, like, you know, everything that I've done to this video, when you're playing, a lot of the textures look really bad. Like, there's a lot of texture pop in and out, but like they just look really bad. I know this is on the consoles, and I appreciate the fact that this is a beta, and you know, the final version will probably have a lot more polish and whatnot. And the PC players, actually, I think I've been playing the alpha, so I've seen some of the footage from that. That looks gorgeous. But on the console, this beta demo, whatever you want to call it, the textures look bad. That's just what I'm going to leave it at that. And then the spawns. Now, I mentioned the good part of the buddy system. You can also obviously spawn on your teammate, or your fire teammate rather, and you know, you'll both gain points for that. But when you can't, it puts you in a random spawn. Unfortunately, more often than not, the spawns tended to be right in the middle of firefights and right in the path of bullets in flight. Now, I just, you know, spend a lot of time dying because, like, obviously if my buddies died and I needed to spawn, so it's like, you know, I'm pressing A to spawn on my buddy, but then he dies, but it carries on the countdown anyway, so spawns me into the game, and then I'll just spawn and die because either someone's taking position in a corner and is firing on somebody, and rightfully so, but then I spawn in the middle of that engagement and I just end up dying and taking the bullets for someone. I don't understand what's going on with the spawns, and if anyone knows who's played it can explain, then, you know, feel free to do so. But that was a frustration. So that's pretty much it in terms of first impressions. That's, like I said, that's just what I got from a few games of playing it. I'm going to play it a lot more over the weekend, so I should hopefully be able to bring you a bit more in the way of a detailed sort of look at the game. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Thanks for watching, take care, stay safe as always, and bye for now.
Friendly airstrike inbound. Take cover.
You won. Great job. Hit the deck.